Hey, what is up everybody? Blades for here, and today for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going over do not waste your gems, mainly seeing that the 2.0 update is around the corner. So if you guys are interested in this, just sit back, relax, enjoy the video. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, it means a lot to me. And also down below, before we get into the video, comment down below if you want to see a different series on the channel, because I do have the editor. Of course, my editor Chills, you guys have seen him quite often, meaning we're going to be doing a couple more edited type videos. Now I only edit usually my guides, so like build guides and those things. Eventually compendium guide is going to get edited and we're bringing back the 1-minute shorts, but I want to know if there's another series you guys want to see. But let me know down below in the comment section and let's get in the video. So as I did say, the 2.0 update is going to be coming out fairly soon, here in about 3 days, and we're going to see the live stream on Wednesday if I'm correct, with the following update happening on Thursday or Wednesday night for some of us as well. Now this is a huge deal, seeing of course finally we will have the newest banner that's going to be dropping, aka CHORD, and our girl Makoto is finally going to be leaving. With this in mind, we'll only have of course CHORD and Phoebe available, and most likely one other banner. We're not going to have a confirmed answer on this banner just yet until the live stream, so this is all in preparation of thinking, hey, this is what's going to happen. So don't take this as set in stone, but they haven't changed anything so far, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be this way. But there will be a third banner most likely, and that is going to be the rerun of Joker. Now Joker was at the beginning of the game. For anyone who was here, of course you were able to get him at that point, but he's been gone ever since. Around this time, exactly when CHORD did drop, Joker got a rerun. So I would think it's going to be the same way this time around, where we're finally going to get a rerun for Joker, and most likely we're going to get another, like, what is it called, another discount for the suit if they decide to do so. The suit came out with Joker as well, so we had it cheap. It was like 2,800 or something like that. Now it's 3,200, so they very well could just do the discount again, seeing that he's rerunning, or they very well could not. Now I'm straight up saying right now, do not waste your gems on that banner. If you really want to get Joker, let's say you're new, sure, you can go ahead and re-roll for it, go for CHORD, and then go for Joker and knock yourself out. But if you are not newer and you're trying to prep yourself for the future, it might be wise for you to go ahead and skip Joker. Main reason for this is because unless Joker is A2 in the future, yes, he is going to be getting used a decent bit, but he still will be fairly unusable, because there's a lot of content that he's just not going to be able to be used for. And the only place where he is going to try and thrive is going to be the Guild Plus content. Even then, at low dupes, Joker himself just isn't fully worth investing into, and so he does lose a little bit of his shine. Though if you are playing this for fun, which a lot of us really are, so fun always comes first, enjoyment comes first, do not let anyone try to stop your enjoyment. But if you really want the character that badly, be sure to go ahead and summon for him. It's not going to hurt anything in the long run. See, you're not playing for meta. It's always better to get your characters you enjoy the most and then go for whatever else you need next. So I did give you a warning. This character, just in case the banner does get a rerun, you might want to go ahead and skip this. And then for those of you who are probably like, maybe I should summon for his weapon. The weapon does help you out and increases, of course, his attack as well as the Will of Rebellion, allowing you to deal even more damage based on the amount of stacks that he does have, which is pretty darn nice, but you really don't need it. It doesn't make a huge difference inside of his damage. And if anything, if you do have the 4-star weapon, just try to focus on getting this fully duped, because once it is fully duped, you get yourself amount of 24% of attack. And then of course, whenever there's an ailment on the enemy, which there will always be a cursed ailment on the enemy, you get yourself that extra 36%. So if we go ahead and take a little bit of a look, technically you do have more than enough attack. You're just not getting that extra damage based on the rebellion stacks, which is perfectly fine because we already get somewhat of those in his kit regularly. So it's not going to make a huge difference. Now, talking about some other things that you don't want to go ahead and spend your gems on. One of those few things are going to be the outfit. On the off chance that you did go for Joker, but you didn't get the outfit, don't try to go for it. It's in here for long term. Luckily, Global does not have like these summon outfit banners, so it's not like it goes away forever. It's always there, so try not to spend your gems on this. Even though, let's say they do bring it back and it may get a discount, don't fall for it. You don't really want to do that. You want to try and invest into your gems in a different way. Now, for some of my people who are summoning for CHORD, which there are a ton of you out there, including myself, this is where you guys want to pay attention. Now, CHORD herself is extremely good. We already know this. I've been through it countless times. Y'all are probably sick and tired of hearing it. The one thing I will say is whether the A1 is necessary to get. A lot of you guys are going to try to rush into getting this A1, and that's not going to be the case. So you guys should see on my screen lefel.net, and we're going to be taking a look at CHORD once again. Now, although CHORD's awarenesses are very amazing here, her A0 is more than enough, and a lot of us are already going for the R1, or at least the R0 being the 5-star weapon, so I don't think it's necessary for me to go over that as well. But for the A1, as it does say, we are able to designate an enthusiastic fan or a loyal listener to one of our allies. This ally has to be the highest damage and is going to be a single target or AoE type unit. It's also going to gain us 15% critical rate, which is always great to see. The only issue with this is just helping out anyone who is meant for like guild bossing, SOSing. If you are really into like learning your your rotations and making your rotations easier for those damage rounds, this is the buff for you. This is the awareness for you. In all reality, this is just more of a thing that we're already going to get at A0. It just causes us to do an extra step. Rather than at A1, it does this automatically. We can just do it manually ourselves at A0. The only thing that we're technically missing out on is the 15% crit rate, which is a little bit of a big deal, but you can kind of make up for it with just substats alone. So don't ever just think this is something that you need to have. The A1 is skippable, so try not to waste your gems if you really don't have enough for it. Now, if you're anyone like me where you can buy some, or either where you've already been saving this long and you really want to invest into her, go ahead, go for the A1, but don't do anything dumb. Don't try to go for like A2 anymore or anything like that. Try to stick between just the A1 unless you are hardcore going for the A6. The A2 is pretty darn nice, seeing that it is allowing us to get a damage increase after we use, of course, a highlight skill, which is always great. But if I'm being so honest, it's not necessary. Stick with the A1 and you should be fine. Now, the next thing that I did want to go over is going to be the future characters. Now, the reason why we don't want to waste our gems is because one, we are very limited on the amount of things that we have. If you guys have already looked at all the characters that we have so far, they have been coming very quickly, so it's going to be pretty darn quick. Now, we're kind of in a slow state where we have, of course, just Fox, Makoto, Yui, Joker, and of course, let me make sure, Phoebe. Sure, we've already had Marion as well, so we are in a state where we can kind of chill out. But once CHORD does leave, this is where things turn up very quickly. The reason why I say this is because of the next update after isn't going to be a stall update. This is immediately launching us into the summer update, which is another big timing. What I mean by this is we're gonna have summer Matoy. Oh, Matoy, my gosh, Motaha, getting all my M names all mixed up here. But we're gonna have summer Motaha, who is going to be a blessed AoE DPS, and some of us may want to go ahead and invest in that. If you ended up pulling Marion, which really does help out in this type of HP status effect, it might be wise for you to go for as closer. And there's going to be a ton of events that we will be able to do, but you don't want to just waste these said gems on this, seeing that some people are already going for the A1 and some people really want to invest into those next few characters. Even with those 2 summer characters out the way, we then will have another character being Mesa, who is a physical DPS who does DOT that hits for almighty damage and has a new mechanic introduced into the game. So there's going to be a lot of things that are coming back to back. You guys don't want to make that mistake, use too many gems. Next thing you know, it's a character you really do want, or you find out that you may need, and you're now not going to be able to get them, seeing you use your gems too early. Be careful. This is a common thing that happens and is going to be very much so a detrimental situation. But with that, all of that in general out of the way, we should have more than enough gems just from the story update alone. So if you can manage to pick up both CHORD and her weapon, or if you're already on guarantee like I am, you're able to get CHORD and her weapon fairly early, well then you're in a good line of light. So continue on with that, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if y'all have been enjoying the videos recently, how I'm doing them, let me know down below in the comment section. I'm trying to catch myself more on certain words I say over and over again, which I did say a few of those in this video. I keep putting it down in the notepad not to freaking say it, but I'm using my bulletin board a little bit more so I can know to keep on my points. and also trying to not repeat as much as I recently have been. So do apologize for that. We're gonna have a video that's gonna be going over my background of the channel because we're about to hit 15K, and I want to tell a little bit of a story. So hopefully y'all enjoy that as well. But till then, everybody, peace out.